Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another kata in Code Wars. Today it's about the Pascal's triangle. Now let's read the problem. It's a 6Q exercise. In mathematics, Pascal triangle is a triangular array of the binomial coefficient. Well, that's just some literature. This is the basics of the triangle here. So basically, to get a number, you see we sum in the middle to get the one just right below. I think the visual is very clear. So what's our task? Write a function that, given a depth n, returns n top rows of Pascal's triangle flattened in a one-dimensional array. This is the answer here. So basically, let's take the case n is 1. So this is level 1 here. We'll return an array of 1. If it's level 2, we combine the result of level 1 and level 2 in one flattened array. 1, 1, 1, which is 1, 1, and 1 here. The same thing for 4. You just read this level, this level, this level, and this one. So the easiest thing to do is to construct the triangle, and then we can use the result to flatten. I'm going to do something like this. Imagine we have an object. I'm just cut it up here. Be equal to, what if we have level 1? Level 1 will be equal to an array like this. Level 2, an array like this. Level 3, 1, 2, 1. So you can get the idea. We try to construct this object. If we can successfully do that, we are 90% done. We'll just look through and construct this flattened array. So let's get to building our object. So what can we notice? For this particular case, let's say n is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 levels. So I'm going to assume the first level, the first 2. So level 1 is 1, level 2 is 1, 1. I'll stop there, and then I'm going to dynamically construct the rest. There's a comma here. So what can we notice? I'm brainstorming, typing, and thinking at the same time. So there's gonna be a for loop. So before I do the for loop, this is level 2. Let's look at how level 3 is constructed. For all the triangles, you can see that it starts with 1 and ends with 1. And let's concentrate on level 3. We can see that when we are at level 3, this is an array of 1 to 1. Now 2 is at index 1 here. This is 0, 1, 2. 2 is at index 1. How do we get this 2? If it's index 1 above plus index 0, you get the idea. Let's take this 3. This 3 here, where my cursor is at index 2. How do we get it? It's index 2 of the array above plus index 2 minus 1. So how can we implement that? So we have a for loop. Since we already have level 1 and level 2, we're going to start at level 3 and we're going to end at level less than or equal to n minus 2. Why n minus 2? Because let's come back here. I want to end at the last but one index, because at the very last index I'm going to just put 1 there. That's why I say minus 2 instead of saying minus 1. Alright, so level increments. Alright, what do we do? Okay, I want to construct the levels from 3 to n, sorry, from 3 to n. Okay, that's not where I'm going to stop. From 3 to n. Okay, so the first thing is inserting level 3 inside our object. So it will be our new level will be equal to 1. So when this level doesn't exist yet, so but when you mention like this in JavaScript, it's going to create it. So the first level will be an array of 1. So I'm going to put 1 and I'll put successive, in fact progressively append or push the next elements. So I've put 1. Now there's another for loop of now I am at a particular level. We're starting with level 3 and I've inserted the first one. Now I have to insert this 2, this particular 2 right here. So I is gonna start at index 1, not index 0, because index 0 was there with here, and I should be less than or equal to level minus 2. Now you can notice that when we are at a particular level, the number of elements in that array is equal to the level. What do I mean? This last line is index 5. Is n is 5, and we can see that there are 5 elements. Same here, n is 2 and there are 2 elements. So our number of elements here will be level elements. Yeah. So I've already put the first. Now I'm going to end at index at level minus 2. That is the last bit 1, and then I will insert the final one. Alright, so here plus plus level I this time. Okay, so I'm going to push inside the object at that particular level. I'm going to push the sum. So there's a sum. I have to first construct that sum. Now when we are at a particular level, to get a particular element like this 2 here, it is the level above, that is object of level minus 1 I plus object of the level above minus 1 of I minus 1. I explained that concept before. Like to get this 2 is at index 1. So it's the index 1 above plus index 0. So index of I plus index of I minus 1. Now when I get it, the sum and push. And when I'm done, I insert the final one. I started with the first one here. Now I insert the final one of level dot push 1. If everything is good, our array is our object. It's supposed to be well built. Let's just echo that and see. I have an error. Now I have to I have to console log which n we have so that I can trace. Okay. So yeah, n is 4. We have an error. Assignment to constant variable. Yeah, this is a loop. It's supposed to be like because we are assigning as we are looping. All right. Okay. So when n is 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. That's great. 1, 3, 3, 1, which is exactly what we want. Okay. What about level 5? Now this is great. This is exactly what we want. So now we can just loop through the whole of these keys and value pairs and construct one flat array. Now I am going to avoid all this looping when we have a few elements. What do I mean? Like if n is equal to 1, no need to go through all that loop. We can just return this. If n is equal to 2, we can just return this, and that will be good for the algorithm. Now starting from 3, that's where all of this hassle begins. So now we have our final object. I want to construct the final answer, which will be a flattened version of all of this triangle. So what do I need to do? I need to loop through all these key value pairs. So there are many ways to loop through an object in JavaScript. I'm going to use object.keys. Just go to Google to see. To get the syntax. Now loop object JavaScript. Sorry, the internet's a little slow. This is crazy. Alright, let's get this. Yeah, we can use the keys like object, the keys of this object dot for each. I can just copy this. Now we look through the keys of our object. Now for each of the key, what do we do? We are going to take for each of the key, this is the key, this is key 1, this is the value, key, value. We're going to collect all the values and put inside answer in a flattened manner. We are not going to put the sub arrays. So I'm going to inside the answer, I'm going to push all the values of the object keys. But I'll start. I'm going to destructure all the values and push inside answer. Now, what if I console log our answer to see what we have? I think that's it. We just need to return. Great. Let's attempt. Oops. Maximum buffer size. This should be linked to the things I have displayed that just fills the whole buffer. I'll just remove all the console logs and try again. Great. Now, thanks for watching and see you